Hi, I'm Trish Evans, and on this edition of 60 Plus Spotlight, we're going to learn about wellness. So let's get into it. I'm so excited, Hillary, that you're here with us today for this edition of 60 Plus Spotlight. Tell me, what do you do for the city?
I am the Health and Wellness Program Manager for the City of Rockville employees. That basically means I plan events around health and wellness for them, events and programs to help encourage healthy behaviors.
What are three main aspects? I know there are many aspects to a person's health and wellness, but pick three important ones and tell me about them.
I think nutrition and fitness and also connection, and meaning, just our connection with people in the community and with family and friends. Those are really important aspects for seniors.
Let's start with nutrition because we all eat, some of us better than others. So what are some things that people at home who may have done things the same way forever and ever and ever, what are some new things that they could try that might boost their wellness and health?
Healthy eating does change as we get older, and sometimes it can be a little tricky. So, our metabolism can kind of slow down, and sometimes our calorie need changes, and we really need a couple extra nutrients too. So one thing is to kind of look at our plate. You can look at what the USDA recommends, and if you look at a plate, the big change for a lot of people might be that half the plate should be filled with veggies, right? And then a quarter would be protein, and then the other quarter would be like a grain, rice, whole grain pasta, that kind of thing. Think about the rainbow when you're eating.
What's the rainbow?
A lot of nutrients when we're eating whole foods, like we should be, less of the processed stuff and more of the whole foods. When you think of like red peppers, broccoli, eggplant, think of all the fruits and vegetables that have natural color in them. They're giving us all these different nutrients that our body really needs. And if you look at your plate and you see like a piece of plain chicken and maybe like a white baked potato and some cauliflower, there's no color in that, right? So thinking about how you might add more color into your diet. Can you swap out that baked potato for a sweet potato? You're getting some extra nutrients there. And can you throw in some broccoli with the cauliflower and mix that together? You're getting other nutrients from that green color. So thinking about the rainbow when you eat is really important too.
You mentioned caloric changes. Is it because older people are not moving as quickly? I mean, because I would think that would be a pretty individual thing, or is there a generalization you can make?
It's kind of a generalization, but yeah, as we get older, sometimes we do slow down a little bit, and so our metabolism slows. But like our needs for calcium and vitamin D and some of those things increase too, so that we can have healthy, strong bones. Fall prevention, that kind of thing. You want to be trying to fill yourself up, getting vitamin D in and the calcium, and like watching your sodium and sugar intake too.
Right, because it's not just the salt you sprinkle on your food.
It's not. A lot of people will say, oh, well, I don't really use that much salt on my food. And the tricky part is that it's in a lot of the packaged foods that are out there. And so learning how to read labels, nutrition labels, is very important because it's sneaky. It fits in there, and sugar, all those things. So you want to think not just about the salt that you pour on, but also, what am I really putting into my body? Can you read all of the ingredients on the back of a label? Is it something you actually have heard of before?
Right.
So looking at the ingredients and kind of educating yourself about that.
Let's shift focus to physical wellness. What are the main components of physical wellness?
So definitely as we age, there are three main areas. And this can be for anybody across any age range, but definitely as we age, you want the aerobic activity. So that's the cardiovascular kind of fitness where you're getting your heart rate up. And you also need some strength training and some resistance, and then some flexibility and stretching. First and foremost, you always need to check with your doctor before you do anything, just to make sure, depending on what your current health situation is, that what you want to do is safe for you, especially if it's been a while since you've done any activity. But really important that exercise, even if you already have some health issues, whether it's arthritis or you have heart disease or some other struggles dealing with obesity, that movement, studies have shown, and the CDC will say, is really important for everybody. Again, check with your doctor to make sure it's safe for you, but definitely exercise helps improve your life across the board with your digestion, with sleep, with your mood, lots of benefits.
You mentioned connectedness, and we here at the Senior Center spend a great deal of time helping people to stay connected. What about it is so important?
Well, isolation is a real issue for a lot of seniors too, depending on what type of environment that they live in. Do they live alone or not? Or are they involved in the community? And so really looking at, am I feeling this way, or is there a way I could have more happiness in my life? How could I bring that in? Because being connected, whether it's with friends, family, or, within the community, helps your mental health. It gives you a sense of purpose, and it actually helps us live longer and kind of also helps prevent a lot of other health issues too.
Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to being the recipient as a city employee of all of your wealth of information and programs.
Thank you for having me.
If you'd like more information about the vast resources here at the Senior Center, come visit us or call 240-314-8800. Our website can be found on the city's website, rockvillemd.gov/seniors. For the team at the Rockville Senior Center, I'm Trish Evans. Until next time, Rockville.